up, nail friends? Today I have my friend Jenny back and I'm just here removing her old gel polish. If you guys didn't see this video yet, I'll leave it in the cards above. So I'm just taking a carbide bit and just removing off that gel polish and debulking her nails so that I can reapply on top, because this is just going to be a full acrylic color change. She also needed them much shorter, so I'm just using my carbide to shorten them. Sometimes I just file down thin and then use a hand file to shorten them, and then sometimes I just use my bit to shorten them, so really it's just preference. So now I'm using a cuticle pusher to push back her skin and scrape away the cuticle off her nail plate. And then I'm just using my cuticle bit here to remove any skin that's stuck onto the nail plate. I love this cuticle bit because it's nice and safe and it doesn't hurt your client at all or burn. So I'll post down below where I got this. So now I'm using a fresh 100 to 180 grit hand file to remove the shine off her nail plate and to reshape her nails. I'm using my Ugly Duckling prep to prep her nails. This is just a dehydrator. The bonder I use is Elite Power Base. This is the bonder I use on every set all the time. It's my favorite. If you're wondering why I'm not using a micro swab to apply it, that's because I ran out of them. So I just took my Ugly Duckling prep, just an old bottle, and used the little thingy in it just to put it on the nail until I get more of my micro swabs back in. I'm using NV brand clear acrylic on some of these nails to do a thin layer of clear underneath so that when she comes back for a color change, it's much easier. I'm using Cjp Birthday Suit. This is probably one of my favorite cover pinks right now. It's really nice. It goes with a lot of skin tones. And I'm just applying this fully on the two nails that I didn't do the clear base, because this is a core powder, so it's basically just like a clear base. And when I file it thin, it's okay to have cover pink underneath your nails. So I'm just applying this on those two nails because I'm going to be doing kind of a quartz design on them. And I just need nude underneath for that. I'm not applying this super thick because I am going to be encapsulating it, just because I just felt like encapsulating everything in this set this time. You actually don't have to when you use cover pink or core powders, but I just, personal preference, just prefer to. So I'm going to be using this Mood Effect acrylic from GLAM and GLITS called Social Event. I'm kind of obsessed with the color changing acrylics right now, so that's what I'm doing here. So this one goes from like this nice bright pink to white. So I'm just applying it super, super thin, just right at the cuticle area, just to get a nice cuticle look to it, and then I'm building it up on top. I just recently had someone message me about shaping, so I just want to show you guys here right now. As you can see, I'm patting this down towards the free edge, and then I pull off the excess, but then I push it up and I'm trying to make it super even. If you guys can see that right there, just at the very tip, just trying to make it super even at the tip. That way when you file, everything is even and it makes it easier to keep your nice coffin shape. I should also mention, just in case anyone's new here, that GLAM and GLITS is best work with wet. So that's what you see me here, applying it super wet and just painting it on. It works best with a painting motion and super wet. So I'm using Glitter Heaven Australia's Glitz and Glamour. This is probably my favorite glitter, and sometimes I wear it on my own nails and everyone's always asking me where I got it. And I'm just making kind of a glitter trail on this because I find with the color, changing colors that go from like a darker color to white, they get that line like you can see on the pointer finger. So I like to add a glitter trail just to stop that from happening, from getting like a harsh line. The color I have on my nails, the Indie Skies color changing one, it doesn't seem to do that on me. It changes very subtle, and so you don't get any lines. It's always just one color, but on some people's temperature changing, like she's really warm, that's why her hands are white most of the time, but the tip is pink, which means that her tip is cold but her hands are warm. So I just like to do a little glitter trail if I notice that happening. So now I will be encapsulating all these nails with Envy brand monomer and clear acrylic. This is the core line I'm currently using. I have a code down in the description box if you guys want to use that. Now that all the nails have been done and are dry, I come back and I'm debulking these nails with the same carbide bit I was using at the beginning. This is a flame bit, and I'm just gently and carefully removing some of the bulk of this. Now I'm just going back with my hand file and fixing the shape, going up and down at the free edge, and then going over the whole nail to make sure that I have everything all even. After hand filing, I'm just going over all the nails with a white buffing block to make sure there's no obvious scratches. So I had her go wash her hands, and while she's drying them, I picked up KIARA Sky No Wipe Top Coat and KIARA Sky Frosted Sugar, and I've put them on a white tile palette. And then I'm taking my Selena Ride and Signature Series brush set in Swirly, and I'm kind of pulling the colors through each other. And then I've picked it up on my brush like that, and then I'm just kind of pulling it onto the nail like that. So exactly how I've swirled it on the palette, I'm picking it up and just swirling it like that onto the nail. You don't want to do too much pulling through each other, or you're going to muddy it up and it's just not going to look like that kind of quartz look. So you could do this with any color. You could do this pink, you could do this green, super easy. So I just wanted to mention that the first time I tried this, they kind of went yellow after putting them in the lamp, but then it kind of faded away, so it was kind of strange. I don't know why that happened. So if this does this to you and it goes yellow, don't file it off right away. Just let it kind of sit, and the color will return back to white and clear. I don't know why that happened. If anyone knows, let me know in the comment section, but it ended up staying white this time, so I don't know what happened last time, but yeah, so keep that in mind. So now I'm using my CJS Sweet Swirls. This is number 48 palette. I'm using these little flowers and the gold stamping polish number 51 from Clear Jelly Stamper, and I'm just stamping this little floral image on her middle fingers. I was going to do like a lacy pattern, but then she pointed this one out and I thought, hey, that's pretty cute for spring, so that's what we went with. After her quartz nails have been dried, I wiped off any sort of tacky layer that could be on the nail, and I just filed the sides and the free edge just to make sure that this wasn't bulky at all. This set would not be complete without some bling, so I'm using my Crystal Princess kit, and I'm using the peach color in a few of the sizes here, and you can use my code SarahS30 to get a free pack of crystals when you spend over $30. So I'm using my KIARA Sky base to adhere these crystals on, and I'm just kind of doing a little design. I've been doing this design lately, and I'm just obsessed with it. So if you guys see this a lot in my photos, it's because I really like it. I decided to go with matte top coat for the quartz nail, so I'm using KIARA Sky Matte, and I'm just applying this at the very tip and avoiding getting this on the crystals, and then I'm applying it on the top, and again, avoiding the crystals. Do not get top coat on your real, genuine Swarovski crystals, or you'll ruin the shine. And then for the other nails, I'm using my KIARA Sky No Wipe top coat. This is my absolute favorite top coat, super shiny. I gave that a full cure, and here is her dipping her hand in freezing cold water, and you can see that they go nice and pink when they're cold and they're white when they're warm. Super cool. I absolutely love color changing acrylics. I actually have a blog post showing all the colors I have, so make sure you guys check that out on my website, www.sarahsnailsecrets.com, to see the other colors I have and how they change. Hope you guys will like this video. Let me know in the comment section what you'd like to see next. Don't forget to share, like, comment, and subscribe. Keep your nails long and your glitter strong.